evening, viewers all over the world. Hydrogen FM Water is live on air. Today, it's your boy Hydrolysis Carbohydrate. Don't forget that Hydrogen FM is based or is found at Mukondeni Village under Mulima Tribal Authority. So if you want to donate anything, feel free to text me, feel free to call me. 063-921-8381. So as I promised you that today we'll be having our guest, Mr. Sambo. Is a well-known teacher from Lumuka Secondary School. So we were supposed to be having this section on Sunday evening, but because he is a busy man, he's busy with students, we were forced to postpone our section to Tuesday, which is today. So invite your friends to come and view this video because you will be blessed, and then invite all students, all learners to come because you are going to enjoy. This section is made for everyone. Everyone, you are my target audience. So feel free. Mr. Sambo, thank you very much, sir, for accepting my invitation, especially on such a short notice. So I don't take it for granted. He was supposed to be with his student, but he decided to give me a chance to interview him. And then I don't even fit to be interviewing him, but he gave me a chance. Thank you very much, sir. And you are welcome.
No. Thank you so much, Osborne. No, I'm the one who's supposed to be grateful. To be considered, it means a lot. Yeah, it's true that I'm a busy man, but I'd like to apologize for inconveniencing you with your schedule. Yes, my learners were writing physical sciences paper 2, that is chemistry, on Monday. So I not met them on Saturday. I had to meet them on Sunday. But I knew that we were flexible to rearrange for another day.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I'm here now. Yeah, we can now proceed with the questions. Once again, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, can you please describe yourself, a little bit about yourself? Who is this Mr. Sambo Champion Moses?
Okay, no. Thank you so much for the question. Mr. Sambo is someone who's very passionate about teaching physical sciences. I'm very passionate when it comes to teaching physical sciences. Not only do I teach physical sciences, but I also teach math and natural sciences grade 9. But the subject that I enjoy the most is physical sciences. Yeah, but for today's interview, I'd like to identify as Mr. Sambo. You mentioned another name, saying champion. Yeah, most people love calling me champ. Okay. And there's a reason behind that. But for today, let me identify as an educator, physical sciences educator, since it's all about academics and inspiring learners. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. But I would like to know why people are calling you champion.
Oh, yes. No, it's a good question. It's a good question. No, the name champion on my certificate, birth certificate, it is not there. Even on my ID, it is not there. I got this name from varsity. Yes, there's a certain pastor, he loved defining the word champion. So at that time, I happened to be listening to him. So I used that name, and other people around me started calling me with that name. So he was saying, a champion is not a person who want to fight for himself. A champion is a person who fights and wins for others. So I love saying, we're winning for others, we're winning for others. We're champions. So everyone started going along with that for saying, you are a champion. And then he will even stress it that if you fight and win for yourself, you're not a champion. So since we're there at school, pushing academics, fighting for our family members and those who are dear to us, so we're calling ourselves champions. So that name started there, and then even after varsity, everyone continued calling me with that name. So I enjoy being called champ because it simply means we're just winning for others. We are not winning for ourselves, but we're doing these things for other people. Thank you for the question.
Thank you very much, sir. So the second question goes like this. When did you become a teacher? And what inspired you to pursue teaching as a career?
Yes. Now that's a good question. Let me start from the beginning, but to answer your question first, and then I'll give more details later on. I started becoming a professional teacher. That was 2018.
Okay.
That was when I started becoming a professional teacher. But to answer the part of what inspired me to be a teacher, let me take you back to where it started. Honestly, when I was doing my high school, I was not even aware that one day I'll be a teacher or an educator. I was not even aware. From grade 10, I had friends, they were going to science stream, and I was not even sure what's happening in that science stream. So I happened to be chosen also to join that group since I was bright at school. Yeah, so I did science and maths. Grade 12, fast forward, I'm there again. I have to apply, but I was not even sure what is it that I'm going to do. So the only thing that I was good at that time, it was computers. I owned a computer while I was at grade 9.
Okay.
So since I was familiar with the computer things, I wanted to do computer system, that is IT. So I applied for computer system. That was my first choice, and second choice it was food science.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I had a gap year, and that application did not go through, and I had little knowledge about applications, so I had a gap year and I did not go to school. A very good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, but unfortunately now he's late, he passed on.
Oh, my condolences, my
Continue to rest in peace. He's the one who inspired me to do teaching.
Okay.
To be precise.
Okay.
Myself, I was not even aware that I'm going to be a teacher, but he's the one who stressed it. He went to varsity while I had gap year, but when he came back from varsity, he came to my home to visit me. I was even hiding. I was even ashamed to be seen around while others were back. But he came to my house straight and said to me, "Listen, my friend, I know that things did not go accordingly. You are good with maths and science. Why don't you apply for teaching? And then you do maths and science, and then later on you will go back to what you want to do, IT, food science, it's fine." So I took his advice, and then I went to varsity. Fortunate enough, I even got a bursary from the Rushak.
Okay.
Bursary before I could even start at varsity. So I had that bursary before. So using Fundari Shaka and doing maths and science, I was okay. I thought I would change later on with the teaching. But later on, during the process, I discovered that no, man, actually teaching is a good thing. It's not bad. The part that I was enjoying the most, I was scoring good grades on physical sciences. I was doing both.
And then you were teaching grade, you began teaching grade what?
You mean
when you say you were enjoying?
Oh no, I'm still talking about the part where I was still at varsity.
Oh, okay,
like at varsity,
okay.
That's when I discovered that I'm good with physical sciences. Since I was scoring good grades, but at high school that was not the case. I was just passing. It was just ordinary, but varsity it was worse. I remember the highest mark that I got. I don't want to talk about grades, but I have to mention this one. I scored 96 over 100, and that was on my final examination. And other students that I was busy with, they were complaining, and I wondered, how did I get that 96? But I saw that no, it was because of my love for physical sciences. So those are the things that contributed that I do teaching, because I discovered that I'm good with physical sciences. And of course, my friend who inspired me to go ahead with it.
Yeah, you heard very well that some friends are good friends. So it means if you can show him your friend, he will tell or no, this one is bad or he's good. So, Mr. Sambo,
Yes,
what's been the most surprising or challenging experience you have had?
I think the first one I already mentioned, because I almost lost myself on that one. The challenging part while growing up, it was the part where I took a gap year. Growing up, I was always at school, busy with books. But when I had my gap year, I almost lost myself because I was not sure what to do after that. So for me, having a gap year, it was the challenging part. And another thing, maybe someone will use this in future, not knowing what to do after you complete your grade 12, I will also say it contributes, because you might end up chasing the wrong thing which God did not want you to do. So if you have passion for something, you have developed it at an early age, I think you should be under someone who will mentor you on which career you have to choose. So the most challenging thing for me, it was my gap year and not knowing what to do after completing my grade 12. But the rest, since I was grown, I think I was able to manage. But the two things that I can highlight, it was having a gap year and not knowing what to do after that.
Mr. Sambo, this question, allow me to ask it. Maybe there is a student or a learner, a grade 12 learner.
Yes.
She or he passed very well, and then he is just deciding, no, let me just take a gap year. What can you advise that person? Like the bursaries are there, they are ready to fund him, but he's saying, let me just take a gap year. They are there, these people that no, I just want to rest. What can you advise that person?
Okay, I don't think the resting part is okay. Yeah, I mentioned that I had a gap year also. Looking at what I'm doing now, I wish that year, that gap year I did not have. Honestly speaking, I wish that gap year was not there.
So, sir.
Yes.
How do you handle difficult students?
You mean in class, no?
Yeah, in class, yes.
Oh, okay.
Because, sir, sorry, you are one of the teachers whom schools invite to come and teach other students. So when you are, let's just say, when you are in that school, maybe some students are taking advantage of you, and then they're giving you trouble. How do you handle such people?
Yeah, that is the challenge which most educators experience. But on my side, I think the moment I enter the class and I show that I'm prepared for that lesson, with the way I'll present the lesson, I think it just hooks everybody's attention to focus on what I'll be doing. But one thing I was taught while doing my teaching at varsity is that a learner who disrupts the class, he just needs attention. On the first day, maybe he might disturb me a little and I'll just note him. But one thing I'll do later on, I'll bring him closer to me. I'll want to be his friend. I'll want to hear him out. Why are you the way you are? And using that technique, things have worked out very well. But it's rare that I experience that challenge in class where a learner will be distracting me, because how I teach, it hooks every learner to focus on what I'll be doing. But if I happen to encounter that, I just get closer to that learner and find out what is the challenge, and then we'll just talk it out, and then later on they'll be okay.
Yeah, that's a very good strategy, Mr. Sam. So now, the next question is as follows. Sir, how do you support students with learning needs, such as slow learners?
Okay. Yeah, I don't love this word, slow learner.
Okay.
My learners know that. I don't believe there's a slow learner. Yeah, we might classify them as slow, but actually, I don't think that's a good description. I believe all my learners are the same. Others, I might teach something, they might understand it fast, and others, they might take time to understand. So, answering your question, with those whom you describe slow, it means those ones, they need more time to understand. Not saying they can't understand, they just need more time. And then the other way that you can assist them is to develop ways in which they can relate with, like making the concept simple. Use things that are around them for them to do it, to understand. It's true, I can come with something, and maybe it's a basic on physical sciences. If they can't relate with it, it will be difficult for them to understand. But if I use funny examples which are around them, it will be easy for them to understand. I remember on Sunday I was teaching organic reactions. Okay. So I helped them to memorize those things easy, all of them. So you will see that I don't believe there's a slow learner. We have addition, we have elimination, and we have substitution. Teaching those three reactions, I used Ronaldo and Messi to explain that concept. Okay. So Using those things, it minimizes learners not understanding things fast.
Yeah, obvious. Each and every learner is how can I put this? Is familiar with Messi and Ronaldo,
Yes.
so they will be able to memorize it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sir, 2023 term 1, you produced 100% pass rate on physical science.
Yes.
How possible is that? 100%.
I think the secret is starting with your learners early.
Okay.
Yeah, we have learners from grade 8, 9, going upwards now. But the secret is knowing your learners early. The moment you start to teach your learners, maybe from lower grades, let's say from grade 10, when they go to grade 11, the time they get to grade 12, it becomes easy for you to produce results since you're already familiar with the types of learners you're dealing with. So to get 100%, the secret is teaching your learners at an early age. Yeah, while they are at lower grades, because if you want to know them at grade 12, I think it will be challenging for you to get 100% if you are not familiar with your learners. But if you know them early, it becomes simple and easy. There's more I can say to that, but the secret is in that, knowing them early, knowing the types of learners that you have. Like you said, there are some that are fast, some are slow. But imagine you are finding it out while they are at grade 12. It will be hard for you to assist them, but if you know them early, it will be simple.
Sir, I'm not against your answer or your reason.
Yeah.
But maybe the viewer is saying, "Hi, Mr. Sambo, hi, that's not true." Are you sure, Mr. Sambo? What if you are robbing some girls and then you promise them free marks? Like, you know?
Yeah,
it happens in South Africa and throughout all the world.
Yeah.
Maybe someone is saying, "I know, Mr. Sambo, you are robbing us there." What can you say about this opinion? Like, maybe you are robbing some girls. I will give you some marks. Yeah, you know, come to my house. I'll give you some marks.
Yeah, the question sounds funny, but actually it's true. Those things might be happening. But looking at our structure that we have on education, it's very challenging and difficult to do that. Because a learner script, after writing, it has to be marked, it has to be moderated, it has to go to the circuit or to the curriculum advisors to check if what you're doing is actually authentic. So that misconception, it might be there, but it's not possible to go on with it, and you stand a chance to even lose your, I will not call it a chance, you might even lose your job by trying to attempt that. So that misconception, it might be there on people, but on our field it's not possible to do it and then you're successful. So it's not there. You just have to teach.
You just have to teach. There's
teaching,
nothing.
and the learners have to there's no free marks.
There's no free marks. So, Mr. Sambo, when we are still there, 100% pass rate, it was grade 11.
Yes.
So, how about grade 12? Have you ever produced 100%?
Yes, my first year of teaching, I taught grade 12. I had fewer learners then, but from term 1 until term 4, I got 100% throughout.
Wow.
Yeah.
Term 1?
Yes, from
term 2,
1,
3, and 4.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then at the end, one learner got a distinction. Like I said, there were few, but we were really pushed. They were actually committed. Yeah, and then they were hands-on. And that time, the question papers, it was just that thing of repeating some of the questions from previous question papers, and we had thoroughly prepared on that. But these days, you just have to put more effort and go an extra mile, since they no longer do those things of copy-paste question paper, previous question papers. You just have to teach them the basics. But the first time I taught grade 12, I started like that. And other years, yes, I had 100%. And other years, it was 80% plus. Yeah, so yeah, it's possible to get those results if you are really working and then you have committed learners supporting you. So yeah, it's possible.
You are talking about support. So let me ask you this question: what makes a good teacher? Like, what makes a teacher to be good?
Yeah. Thank you for the question. It's a good question. As much as what makes a teacher to be best, even on a learner it applies, but let me just give it on my point of view. Being the best teacher is being committed, being passionate, being disciplined. We all know what has to be done to get good results, but are we actually doing it now? You have to apply yourself to what you say you want to do. Yeah, application of knowledge is very powerful. Like for instance, I can use this example. I might ask my learners in class, all of them, we find that I have 50 learners, and I'll ask each and every learner, what is it that you have to do to get 100% on your subject of physical sciences? They will all tell me that you have to study, you have to cross night, you have to use guides, you have to use internet, attend school every day, make sure that you submit everything. They all know that information, but when you check their results, you find that others are failing, others are getting 50s, others is 30. Why are they not getting 100%? They know, but they are not applying what they know. So yeah, being the best teacher is also applying what you know about being the best teacher. Preparing your lessons, going in an extra mile, drilling your learners. We all know as teachers what is it that has to be done, but are we doing it now? The difference is in being committed and doing what you said you will do.
I think we're gonna pass this question. I was gonna ask. The question is as follows: which strategy can a learner use to study science and make it? Like, can I pass it, or should I? Oh, you will answer. I think maybe you have mentioned some of the things, a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, but there is a learner who is saying science is very hard. Even teachers, they'll be saying science is very hard. Even parents. What can you change that mind? How can you change it?
I think the best thing that a learner can do to get good grades, number one, is to love the subject.
Okay.
They have to love the subject. And another thing, with physical sciences, I find it easy since they tell you the definitions that they will be there on the exam. They might be many, they might be 34 on paper one. And then they say you have to memorize them. So if you know all those definitions throughout the whole year, I'm talking about definitions for the whole year. So if you can know them, you know that you have marks. On physical sciences, if you know how to use your formulas, just to know, okay, if they ask me like this, I have to put this formula. Those are marks. We are not even talking about substitution. Just writing
just a formula.
It's a mark. And then another thing, we have what we call free body diagrams on physical sciences. Also, those are marks. Vector diagrams, those are marks. So we have marks waiting for you on physical sciences. I did not talk about multiple choice. Multiple choice, you know that is 20. So those marks, when we estimate on paper one only, we're talking about a 50 marks, plus or minus 50 marks. And I did not even talk about multiple choice, which has 20. So as a physical sciences educator, I will advise learners to target those simple details, and then later on, the rest is just you being committed to your classes, to your educator, studying, getting the right information, even attending extra classes, because at school you might not cover everything. But yeah, those are the few things that I can say just to summarize things.
Thank you very much, sir. And then here's the next question. What do you enjoy most about being a teacher? And have you won some awards?
Okay, yeah. I will end with the part of winning award. I think the part that I enjoy the most, I've experienced this several cases where the learners go to school to collect their results. I'm talking about grade 12 learners for now. And then you find that this learner, when he or she came to you, they were not getting good grades while they're doing their grade 12. And then fast forward, they are now collecting their results. They actually get good grades that will allow them to go to varsity. And then they just come to you and say, "Sir, you know what? I did not even believe in myself, but look at what I got. I was able to achieve this." And then you can look at their face, you can see they're about to cry, but they're just joyful that they were able to get those good grades. I think that is the part that I enjoy the most. Seeing my learners excited after getting their results. During the course of the year, they might be excited that they got a distinction, but the part that is more meaningful, it is when they are done with school, they get their statement, and they actually get the grade that they wanted to go to university and further their studies. Seeing them being happy at that moment, and then them coming to me saying, "Sir, thank you, it was because of you," that is the part that I enjoy the most. I know teaching is fun, but the part that I enjoy the most is that part where they get to meet their target. And of course, the part of you saying awards, yes, I've won awards, but in most cases I've won certificates for producing 100%, producing number one on physical sciences, even also on maths. But this is my 8th year teaching. I will say they are not that many, but I believe in future I'll be having more.
You mentioned that you teach mathematics. Are you also producing higher marks, like in physical science?
Yeah, with math, I did not actually have the chance to teach for that long. I only taught it for 2 years. The first time, things did not go very well. But even though they did not go very well, I was able to produce a learner who got 93 on maths. And then the second time, the average, even this year, I was awarded a certificate for that, for getting, I think it was 86 or 87% on mathematics. Yeah, so those were the 2 years I taught grade 12 because someone left who was teaching that subject.
Sir, since you are one of the best teacher, you are the best educator. Let me put it in this way: you are the best educator. Do you see yourself becoming a principal or having a higher position in school?
Okay. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, we all have dreams and ambitions. So to answer it simple, I would say yes, but let me throw some details. When you posted the post, you said I'm a physical sciences educator from Lumuka Secondary School. Yeah, that was true, but actually it's no longer like that. I'm no longer attached to Lumuka Secondary School. Yeah, now a departmental head and HOD for.
Wait, let me write this down. You said what?
Oh, now I'm a DH, a departmental head, but most people they know it as HOD.
Yeah.
For maths and science. Yeah, so I'm no longer at my former school. I'm at another school now. Leading a department for maths and science.
Yeah, which school is that, sir?
It's Russell Bungeni. It's a big school.
And
known for producing good results. Yeah. So, I'm part of that team. It's an honor to be part of that team. And I believe I will also assist in producing good results. So yes, for now I'm an HOD. Being the principal also is part of the plan, since it's part of personal development. I believe that as an individual you have to grow. So yeah, in future I will definitely go for it, but that is not my last target, because currently I'm doing my master's with on physical sciences. Yeah, so after that I will still want to do something else. So I think the principal, yes, I will go for it, but I don't think that will be the end.
Yeah, this man is busy pursuing his career. Is also encouraging me to pursue my own career. And also, please pursue your career no matter what, whether you are working or whether you are just staying at home. Make sure that you keep on going. This is the last question, sir. What advice can you give to all students, and what advice can you give to the youth who left school.
Okay, they left school, ne?
Yeah, they dropped out
Or
at
they
school,
dropped out,
or
yeah.
maybe they got bachelors and they don't want to pursue this academic thing.
Okay. No, that's a good question. I think you are an example to that.
Mm,
You finish school, but you're actually doing a lot at a young age. So with that one, let me use this angle. I believe we live in an information age. What do I mean by this? We all have access to internet. So based on what you love, you can actually research about what you love and start something out of it. It might be being let me say, okay, you want to cut hair, you want to be a barber, you can do that, and then you can actually excel on it. There are people who love games, and we have never thought of it. There are people who love games, they want to play FIFA, all types of games. You can actually get money from that. You can research about it and start a game center where you are. But what are we using? We're using internet. So what I would say for young people, use internet to upgrade yourself, since that one, it requires no money for you to build yourself with internet. We have things like trading. There are people who are actually excelling in trading, but if you're willing to learn, I know there are those who get inside just to gamble inside there. But if you channel your energy on learning, you learn about trading, you learn about all of those things, I think you can also make it. But all these things revolve around what? Using internet. Apart from internet, we also have people who are knowledgeable. Internet should not replace everything. You can look at someone around your area who's knowledgeable, go to them, let them be your mentor, help you in molding yourself again and start something that will benefit you. Getting a mentor and then using internet as well. And of course, even though you dropped out, there's still a chance to go back to school if they still allow you to go back. If not, you can even upgrade and go to college, because it's not everyone will end up at the university. Even college is still an option. Even starting something of your own, it is still an option. So yeah, for young people, I think there's still hope. You have energy, so yeah, I think that would be possible to make it again.
Thank you very much, sir. What can you say to Hydrogen FM? Water is life.
Okay. Actually, thinking about this while I came here, I remember the first time I told you. Remember, you were once my learner.
Yeah, that's true.
It was my first time asking learners to come forth and comment on the lesson. I remember, and then you were bold enough to stand up and come in front to give something about the lesson. And then everyone seemed happy in that class, just by the way you were presenting those things. So look at where you started. Look at where you are now. If you can check that gap, you will see that you're actually going far. Because when you came forth and then you said those things, and then immediately I just saw potential. The other time I saw you were busy with farming things. So I even went to your page. I saw this guy is actually doing massive things. So what I can say to Hydrogen FM is that what you have started, finish. Yeah. You are a man of many talent. I even saw this other time one of your friends posted you acting as a Nigerian. So you're actually good in a lot of things, but with this one I think you're passionate about it. Pursue it. Keep on interviewing people, exploring, getting new strategies on how you can grow your channel and your platform. I think you are in the right direction, and then in future, near future, I think everything will be in place, but keep what you are doing.
I'll keep on going.
It's a good thing. And thank you so much for inviting me. It means a lot. It means a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. This is Mr. Sambo. This is Mr. Sambo, my previous educator. So if there is anything that you wanna ask go to the comment section. Follow me on YouTube channel, Hydrogen FM Water is Life. TikTok, I go by the name of hydrolysis carbohydrate. And then Facebook, Hydrogen FM Water is Life. If there is anything that you want to give or you want to advise, 063-921-8381. Thank you, Mr. Sambo.
No, thank you so much, sir.
This is Mr. Sambo, my previous educator. So if there is anything that you want to ask, go to the comment section. Follow me on YouTube channel, Hydrogen FM Water is Life. TikTok, I go by the name of hydrolysis carbohydrate. And then Facebook, Hydrogen FM Water is Life. If there is anything that you want to give or you want to advise, 063-921-8381. Thank you, Mr. Sambo.
No, thank you so much.